Hello, good day. Welcome to my channel. This is Engineer Ernesto Cicodensiado Jr. and I'm going to discuss today Introduction to Integral Calculus. But before going into that, we will recall first our differential calculus. We have this function of x, okay, and if we wish to differentiate this, the result is f prime of x. Now, integration as per se, this is a reverse process of differentiation, so therefore it is called antiderivative. So we will apply the process of integration for us to go back to the original function of x here at the right. Okay, so fx, the original function, and if we apply derivative, so the result is f prime of x. Okay, now recall the power formula for differentiation. Okay, so d times u to the n, or the differential of u to the n, is equals to nu n minus 1 du. Okay, so for example, if we have this function y equals x squared, okay, so applying the power formula for differentiation, so u is equals to x, this is our u, okay, so this will be equal to x, and our n is equals to 2, so the power, okay, so we can now differentiate this according to the formula. U to the n will become n, or the power, so this becomes 2, okay, the u, so x, and du, or the differential of dx. Okay, so dy equals 2x dx. So dividing both sides by dx, so this will be the final answer. Dy dx equals 2x. Okay, so in integration, as per se, it is a reverse process. So we will try to integrate dy dx equals 2x, so the result of our differentiation. So by power formula of integration, u to the n du equals u to the power n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c, where n should not be equal to negative 1. Okay, if this is negative 1, so negative 1 plus 1 becomes 0, and any number raised to 0 is 1. So it doesn't make sense. So that's why we have this condition that n is not equal to negative 1. Okay, go back to the equation. So we have to integrate dy over dx is equals to 2x. So applying integration, first we must multiply both sides by dx. So dx here will be gone, and 2x dx is applied here at the right side of the equation. So integrating that, cancel out, d will be cancelled out, this one. So what we have is y, and we can factor out the coefficient 2, so, or the constant 2. So integral of x dx. Now, this will now follow the integration power formula, because we have x, our n is equals to 1. Therefore, applying the power formula, y equals to 2x n plus 1 here. So 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 plus c. So the final result is y equals x2 plus c. Now, it is the same as our original function, this one. Y equals x squared. The only difference here is plus c. So c here is the arbitrary constant, or sometimes it's called the constant of integration. Okay, so since we are in indefinite integrals, so we are always dealing with plus c, no? Do not forget that. So let's have another example. So differentiate y equals 3x plus 2. So this equation, okay, so applying differential, so differentiating this equation, so we have dy, the differential of 3x is 3 dx, plus the differential of 2, this is constant, 2 is constant, so 0. Okay, so 0 dx will become 0. So the final is dy equals 3 dx. Or we can simplify that by dividing both sides by dx, dy over dx equals to 3. So in differential calculus, dy over dx means also that this is a slope. Okay? Okay, let's integrate this function to go back to the original equation. Let's see if we can get the original equation. So dy over dx is equals to 3. This is just the same function as this. So dy, multiplying both sides by dx, so dy na lang equals 3 dx. Okay? So applying integration, so the integral of dy equals 3 integral of dx. Okay? So d and the integral will be cancelled out. So y na lang, that would be equal to 3. The differential, the integral of dx is x plus c. Okay? So if we apply that to our graph, we must graph this original equation. Okay? The green colored line, this is representing y equals 3x plus 2. What is the meaning of this 3x plus c? Okay? So, as we all know, the differential of that function or the slope of that function is equals to 3. So, all the lines from left to right of this green colored line, so that is represented by y equals 3x plus c. Okay? So, parang general form for that family of line which have a slope of 3. Okay? So, yun ang ibig sabihin ng y equals 3x plus c. And to have an overview how to evaluate c, okay? So, by the way, this is not part of our discussion, but I decided to have an overview for it, okay? So, to evaluate c, so this is our original equation, okay? So, looking at the graph, when y equals to 0, okay? So, x is equals to negative 2 over 3, okay? So, that is given. So, substituting that, y equals to 0, so 3x is equals to negative 2 over 3 plus c. Then, 3 will be cancelled out. So, what we have left is negative 2 plus c. So, therefore, c equals to 2. Okay? Now, we can have this equation. Now, y equals 3x plus 2. Okay? So, ito is just the same of the original equation. Okay? Hope you get it.